Hi, I'm Chris from Sprog. Today we're going to look at attaching the pedals onto a kid's bike. This is something that you want to take your time with, make sure you get it absolutely spot on. Pedals come in a left and a right. So because the threads are different, it's important that you have the right pedal on the right side of the bike. So if your child is sitting on the bike facing forward, this pedal, the right pedal, goes on the right hand side. Okay. In terms of fittings, some pedals use a spanner in that section there, a thin open-ended spanner to fit over, or a pedal spanner ideally, and then others use hex key fitment, such as this one, for tightening. Okay. So to attach the right side pedal, you need to make sure that you're fitting it correctly and not crossing the threads. If you're crossing the threads, things get damaged, and so then it's a trip to the bike shop, which you do not want. The pedal axle, which is this section here, needs to be 90 degrees to this crank arm. So just as a check, I've got a ruler just on top. If you're trying to thread it like that or like that, something's going to go wrong. It's not going to work. We're threading clockwise, so righty-tighty, and I'm doing it by hand, so you can feel if you're going to cross the threads and damage them. It tends to be very, very tight, and you want to stop. But that's going in easily. I'm going to do that up until it's finger tight. Like that. So for safety, the pedals need to be really tight. We don't want a pedal falling off, and also if a pedal undoes, then it could damage the threads on the crank, and that'll be expensive to fix. So with this right hand pedal, we tighten up towards the front of the bike. So what I'm doing is I'm using my other hand to press down on the other crank whilst I tighten this one up. Pedal spanner there. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on that so it won't undo. So we now need to put the left pedal on. That also will tighten up towards the front of the bike. So what I'm going to do is turn the bike around. Give me better access to it. Then, once again, I need to make sure that pedals at 90 degrees to the crank. So this time I'll finger tighten it first. I'm going towards the front of the bike to thread the pedal in. So checking that it threads in smoothly and not tight to make sure I'm not crossing the threads. Okay. So now I need to tighten that up for safety. So I'll use spanner on there and use my other hand on the other crank and pedal to push down. So that gives me good leverage there. So nice and tight. And come undone. There we go.